What's up guys, welcome to my channel, thanks for coming back. I hope you see the first part of this video. If you haven't, I suggest you to check the description and check it out, because it was amazing. One of the players folded aces against me pre-flop. We still cannot believe that it happened, and joking around. Now we continue. It's gonna be a lot of stand-up game, a lot of action. 7 deuce is in play, straddles, all the fun you can imagine on the poker table, so stay tuned. So the first hand I have exactly 7 deuce, and if I win, everyone's gonna pay me 200 bucks, and the last person who folded gonna pays me 300. So everyone falls to me. I'm on the button, I raise it, and Jeremiah did a free bet from the big blind. I don't know, it was something that I didn't really like about this free bet, and I felt like I don't wanna go crazy every time with my 7 deuce, and I decided to randomize it between fold and 4-bet. I have my card protector, as you probably seen before, my donkey, and I did a randomizer, and thanks to him he showed me fold, which I did, and Jeremiah had a pocket queens. Another good sign, another good laydown from my side, and we keep running well. Let's go. So yeah, we keep playing stand-up game. I already have a chip. Jeremiah limps under the gun, and AJ is doing a raise from the button. He hasn't got any chip, so he's probably wider than usual. I have a good hand to 3-bet from the small blind. Is queen 9 suited, but when I did 3-bet to 1100, Jeremiah did a limp re-raise from under the gun, and thanks God I had a good hand to fold. I don't have to think about it much, so I did do fold, and Jeremiah had aces. Someone in chat was saying like he just had to fold them pre-flop, you know, like bringing back to this moment with the Kier. Well played Jeremiah, and well played Alex. Let's go. Again, I'm on the button. I'm raising ace 3 offsuit, and Pizzatoni did a free bet from the big blind. Again, I was thinking about 4-bet, but I don't know, I decided to fold, and Pizzatoni had a real hand, ace king off, and right after that Kier is opening under the gun. He doesn't have a chip. I free bet him with the ace 8 suited, not big size. I want him to call dominating hands. He called. Flop came one of the perfect 8-6 deuce rainbow. I have top pair, top kicker, and most likely the best hand, almost always. I don't expect him to even call 9s against my smaller free bet. He checked, I bet half pot, he called. Turn is a queen. Of course he could have some queens, but still he has very wide range and a lot of straight draws there, a lot of lower pairs, lower pocket pairs, so I bet again big, and that's actually what my hand is wanting to do, is just bet big now and have a check back on the river. So, which I did. I bet big on the turn. He actually called really fast. We checked the river, and I scooped, and he said he had the ace 9, which is quite optimistic call on the turn, I suppose, but he is not believer. Another good pot going to us. Those are new results, which looks pretty nice. We have now plus 10k, and we were minus 10k, so it's nice jump. We are second winners in this game. Pizzatoni is the biggest loser, but for him is absolutely normal the situation. He's gonna for sure comeback, and the rest is about the even, I would say, in this game. Let's go. So the new dealer, new half an hour, and it means like new bomb pot. We love to play them. Now we have queen jack off. The flop came 7-3-5 with a diamond. We don't even have a diamond, but Kir, he likes to bet really small in those spots, and I don't think we can fold two overcards to this bet. We need to protect our range and hands, which we gonna call him much in this situation, so I decided to flat his small bet with a queen jack, and Pizza Tony also called. Turn brought a jack, which is amazing, one of the best cards in the deck for me, and another flush draw, but we still should be really careful here. If Kir, for example, bomb the turn, we could potentially fold our hand, but things got Kir checked, and now it's time to get some value. I bet half pot. I think we can go even bigger, like 2/3 or something. Pizza Tony called and Kir folds, which is the best scenario we can get, and the river is a king. I'm thinking if we still can value bet our hand. I think the answer is yes, absolutely, especially against Pizza Tony. He likes to hero call, so I bet around 40% and got called probably with a kind of third pair hand, and beautiful pot of 5k, $200, $5,200 go into our box. It's fun hand. I want to show you between the players. So Pizza Tony called someone's raise, then Kir squeezed from the small blind, and just Pizza Tony called. The flop came king 6-7. Kir bets half pot, Pizza Tony call. Turn is a jack. Kir bets big, Pizza Tony called, and river is an ace, and Kir decided to shove a little bit over bet, and Pizza Tony called with a pocket eights. One of the best calls of the night for sure, and bravo Pizza, bravo, you're the best. A stand-up game is on, and AJ, he doesn't have a chip, so there is a limb from Kir, and AJ decided to raise 8x from the hijack. I have interesting hand on the cutoff, is a king jack off. It's a little bit too weak to call 8x open raise, but I think it's a lot of times ahead of the opening range of AJ, so I decided to put the small free bet against him just to make him fold his offsuit hands, and probably got some calls from the suited hands, and which I can dominate as well. So it's kind of merge free bet, I would say, but I think it works very well in this situation. So I put 1000 in, and he called. Flop came 10-10 deuce. I have a jack of diamonds, so backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. It's a pretty dry flop, which I'm gonna be c-betting with a high frequency. So I did a half pot continuation bet and got called from AJ. Turn brought 8 of diamonds. Now I have a flush draw to my jack, and I don't think I want to bet this turn much, because it definitely strengthened the range of AJ. He had some flush draws on the flop, he had some floats with the diamonds for sure, he had some pocket pairs which probably gonna call one more street. I decided just to see the free river and realize the equity of my hand. The river came in 9, and it was interesting decision for me. If AJ checked, I probably need to bluff my hand, but he saved me from the bluff and he bet himself. I fold, and he had 10-9, which is absolute nuts. Another fun hand. I raised king 10 under the gun, and Pizza Tony called on the button. I think this is a moment when stand-up game is off, and we just play normal poker. Normal until the flop. I got pretty good flop, king jack king with two clubs. I have a king 10. So I bet small, and Pizza Tony did a min raise. Perfect scenario. We wanna definitely re-raise again. That was our plan. There is a straight draws, there is a flash draws, there is plenty of hands, and Pizza Tony is a creative guy, so we want him to create something and charge his draw for sure. And if he has a king, perfect. We want to put money in because we have a big kicker. I did it 600 and Pizza Tony made it 1000. Now things getting more excited because he is now repping very strong hand, and I would say he is repping the hand that beats my hand, because he is probably not playing like this ever with the king 8 or king 9. So he's representing king queen plus and probably some king jack on pocket jacks, I don't know. But we definitely want to call. We don't want to 5-bet him now because our strength in our hand is not so strong. If I had pocket jacks, it would be definitely a good play to 5-bet. But now we just call and see what's happened next. The turn came a 4 and it brought a flush on completer. I check, he checked it back, and the river is another 4. So now I chop with all the kings, and I'm thinking what to do. Should I bet? Should I check? What is going on? And it looks like Pizza Tony doesn't have much with this line. He would probably bet his flush on the turn. He would probably bet his king on the turn. So it feels like he is on a draw, or he had some weaker showdown value. And I decided to bet small against this range to charge his bluff catchers with some amount of money and give him an opportunity to do something crazy against my smaller bet. So I bet 10% and got snap call from jack 8 offsuit. In game, actually, he told me he had pocket jacks and I was lucky on the river, but I almost believe him. Nice game, Tony. Stand-up game is on. AJ already has a button. He raised 300 from the cutoff, and I have a king queen off on the button. It's mix between calling and free betting normally, but in this scenario I think it's always a free bet, because we don't want to allow the blinds to get into the pot and get the chip for free, get the button of stand-up game for free. We don't want them to squeeze light, and yeah, we just want to take it down the pot. We want to stay heads up with AJ and yeah, apply pressure, because we need the chip and we need a pot. So I free bet, AJ called, flop came pretty good for us, 2, 3, 6 all clubs. I had a queen of clubs. I bet really small and took it down. AJ had actually a queen 9 of hearts, so he was dominated. He was under domination nation. Next hand, I have a 7 deuce on the hijack, and I decided to open limp because there is not much fold equity during the stand-up game and everybody calls all the raises, but you can create something interesting with the limping ranges. So I decided to limp, cutoff limped, SB limped, and Kir, where aggressive guy, made it 11x from the big blind, 550 bucks. So I thought it's a very good moment to limp re-raise because I limped under the gun. I have a tight image. Kir is quite loose. I know he's capable to do this isolates with a bunch of hands. So I thought I'm gonna apply pressure on his wide range. So I made it 1250 bucks and he called. Flop came perfect for me, ace 10 4 2 diamonds. I probably didn't have a diamond, but it doesn't matter. It's a really good flop for my range and for the range I'm representing. I probably gonna bet here 100%. with all the hands and with a smaller sizing, which I did in this case. I made it 25% and he folded his queen 8 of clubs. I showed 7 deuce and collect money from everyone, and Kir paid me actually more than everyone. He paid me 300. Well done, Alex. And actually, if you want a hand with 7 deuce during the stand-up game, you can choose the person who is gonna stand up again. So if the person already seated, like has a chip, you can choose him, and he need to give his chip away, and he's gonna be participating in stand-up game again. So I had this opportunity, and of course I chose Kir because he is the action player and he was tilted, and it's like always fun, you know, to apply more pressure on this moment. So this is the moment I chose Kir, and he was actually pretty fun about it. New round of stand-up game is on. AJ raised from the cutoff. I called on the button with the ace deuce suited. You can 3-bet sometimes, but I decided to call this time. Pizza Tony came alone as well. 5-5 jack with the 2 hearts. Everyone checked to me. I decided to check it back. Turn is another jack. Everyone checked to me again, and I think now is the moment to bet, because we play in the stand-up game and I really need a chip. I think my hand is the best now. I don't want to give any free cards to anyone. I just want to take it down. So I bet half pot and took it down. AJ actually had a pocket freeze, which was contributed on the turn. I raised again under the gun, king 8 suited. Kagome called on the cutoff, and Pizza Tony decided to squeeze from the small blind. I have again this borderline hand, which I didn't wanna really got in trouble with, so I decided to let it go against Pizza, and expecting Kagome to protect, but Kagome also decided to fold, and Pizza Tony showed 7 deuce, and that was really bad 7 deuce for me, because first of all I had to pay a fee to Pizza Tony, and second bad thing is Pizza Tony now is choosing who is gonna be standing up in the stand-up game, and of course he chose the guy who cracked his queens with the pocket tens. The guy was me. If you haven't seen this, go check the previous episode. So yeah, Pizza Tony chose me, and now I have to compete to not lose stand-up game again. And now we on the heads up of this stand-up game. It's only me and Kagome. Everyone else has a chip already. Kagome made a fold, and Pizza Tony opened limp from the cutoff. It folded to me somehow, and I have this beautiful jack 5 suited on the big blind. I think it's a good opportunity just to see the flop for free, because Pizza Tony is not limping vs my big blind to fold pre-flop for sure, and I don't want to really blow the pot with this kind of weak hand against his limping range, which could be strong. I just want to see the flop and try to win it post flop. The flop came king queen 7, 1 diamond, and I decided to lead it out because I don't want to check call, I don't want to check raise. I really want to win this pot right now. I don't mind if he folds some worse hands than mine. It doesn't matter for me. And I have few backdoors, diamonds and backdoor straight draw, which also great. So I decided to lead half pot, and Pizza Tony called. Turn brought beautiful card is a 10 of diamonds, which gives me straight flush draw, which is incredible. And of course I want to be betting again, make him fold some 7x and maybe some pocket pairs or ace highs, I don't know. I bet again, and he called me pretty fast. River is a 6, which brought a flush draw from the flop, and I have jack high. I'm playing stand-up game. I actually have no choice, just to bluff, and I think I need to go big here, like close to the pot, maybe even overbet, because Pizza Tony doesn't seem like he has a lot of flushes in that line. He could actually, but it felt like he looks more than some kind of weak pair. the way the hand played. So I bet 3/4 of the pot, and somehow Pizza Tony didn't have any time extensions cards anymore, so he didn't have much time to think about it, and he just let it go. And I was shocked when I saw his hand. He had this ace 10 with the ace of club, and probably if he had more time he could even raise it and make me fold almost everything, but I got lucky in this situation. I won this last stand-up game. I mean, I didn't lose this last stand-up game, and I scoop a pretty pot of 1,325 bucks. Here we're playing our last bomb pot. It's 4-7 queen of spades. I found 5-3 with 5 of spades. I decided to let it out 10% of the pot, and it actually worked out. Everyone folded, so another sweet spot to Russ. So here is the final results. We playing 31% of hands. We up to 13k, which is great result. We are second winner of the stream. Incredible, especially after our last performance. I feel really happy, and I'm showing my A game, which I hope I'm gonna be continue doing all my life. I'm sharing some thoughts right after the stream. It was really amazing experience for me here, and guys are doing some flips. Everyone's happy, especially me. I'm gonna meet my wife right now, and we're gonna do some small celebration with my best company. And thank you guys for being here. Please smash this like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and I'm saying to you big thanks. Thank you for watching, thank you for experiencing this stream with me, and I'll see you soon on the next video.